Hey friends. Good morning. Might be a little bit more throat clearing than I would like on an announcement stream, but getting over some change of season throat business. Everything's good though. I feel fine. I just clear my throat like I'm dying periodically. That's fine. That's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm not here to talk about aches and pains and whatnot. I'm here to talk about that good stuff. Yeah, that good content that you crave, that I crave, that I just knocked my mouse over. I'm just so excited. I'm thrilled. I'm so excited that I'm mumbling through every single word that I possibly can. Good morning, friends. What am I here to talk about? I want to talk a little bit about what you might be able to expect from us starting next week, which, as you know, is the start of our brand new campaign. A lot of people have been asking, Fox, are you going to be doing some other published world? Where are you going to go? What else are you going to explore? I want to tell you a little bit about that. I want to tell you a little bit about the rules that we're going to be using as we go forward with this adventure. So first of all, where are we going? Well, as folks that have followed some of my other streams have known, Dark Sun is not my only favorite. Well, it is, man, I should have written a script or something. Dark Sun is far and away my favorite Dark Sun is definitely my favorite Dark Sun campaign. Hang on, starting over. Hi, I'm Foxhound, and this is a website. Today we're going to talk about tables and tops. The first thing that I want to tell you is that we are indeed playing in another published setting, and we are playing in Eberron. Eberron, it's pretty good. I like it. It's got robots. Eberron is a setting that came out for Dungeons & Dragons in 3.5. It is this cool kind of high-action, swashbuckling Magitech kind of world where there's railroads and airships, and there are sentient constructs and stuff like that. And it's a very kind of like, it's still D&D, mind. There's no guns. There's none of that nonsense. But there is like capitalism, which is almost as bad, and something you'll have to fight against. It's cool. I wanted to do something. I should have started off with this. What I want to do with this next campaign, and what the other players agree about doing, is that Dark Sun was very cool, but it was very globe-trotting. You can see right there. Look at this whole world. I wanted to explore this whole world since I was 14, and we did. We tried it all over the place. We went out of the tablelands and back. We went to the moon. We went everywhere. But when you go to so many different places, you don't spend as much time in one given place, and so you don't necessarily get to meet and know a lot of the people that are there. So what I wanted to do for this campaign is something more local, something more specific to a particular place, and that place is going to be Sharn, which is the largest city, one of the largest economic hubs in all of Eberron. And what I like about Eberron is that it's sufficiently advanced as a civilization that everything is connected, that you can reasonably expect to see stuff from like halfway across the globe in Sharn, without bending your expectations of things. Like Tyre, if you'll remember way back, Bill had asked during one of the downtimes in Tyre, I'm going to go to the library and see if I can find some stuff out about Druid stuff. And I was like, no, there aren't libraries. That's not a facet of the world. And that was fine for the world that we were in. But that does limit a certain number of things that the players can do and experience. So for this, I wanted to play somewhere more cosmopolitan, but one place, sort of focus in the action on a particular place and the people that live there and the relationships that the players have with that place. That's not to say the players won't go other places sometimes. In fact, they almost certainly will. But they're always going to bring it back to Sharn and see what it is that's going on there. Now, what is it that's going to keep them there? Well, I want to talk a little bit about the rules. We're going to continue playing that good Dungeons & Dragons 5e, but we're going to wrap in some other stuff. We're going to wrap in some stuff from another RPG system that I think you're going to enjoy. We are going to incorporate some of the rules of John Harper's spectacular Kickstarted darling, Blades in the Dark. Blades in the Dark is a fantastic system that is all about playing as scoundrels and playing as people in the underworld, people trying to make a living dishonestly, who are up to no good in your neighborhood. We're going to be using some of those rules, and I'm really excited about it. They have some really interesting kind of mechanics for... They have a very interesting kind of setup for if doing crimes is the main thing that you're doing, then they've got this really intelligent way of arranging how adventures work that is going to, A, save me a lot of time, and B, just lead to more interesting encounters. What does that mean? Well, I'll get to that when we actually start playing. Cooking with Carl asks, is this the one we had with the one-off charity stream? No, that was a Shadowrun universe. That also had robots, but that was more of a cyberpunk type thing, which is also a terrific world. I would love to play a campaign in that world, and have tried, actually, to the point where Herbie and I once rewrote the character rules and combat rules for Shadowrun because we were so dissatisfied with the core rules. That game didn't wind up getting off the ground, but Shadowrun would be cool to revisit sometime in the future. No, I wanted to continue sort of staying in the Dungeons and Dragons mythos, and Eberron definitely pushes it, but it's still firmly there. There's still dragons and vampires and swords and magic missiles. It's going to be good. What else? Okay, so Blades of the Dark rules. Those are going to be great. Take a look online. There's lots and lots of information if you want to find out more about that. But if you want to find out more about it, you can also just wait until our next episode, our first episode. Speaking of our first episode, we are going to do something special for the very first debut episode. We are not going to host it here on twitch.tv/wearefoxhound. The very first debut episode will be on Lobos Jr.'s channel. There's a couple of reasons for that, but mainly we're just really excited about how big a thing this is, that we have like this continued interest in us playing Dungeons and Dragons, and we really want to kind of take it to the next level. This isn't the only thing that we're doing a lot in terms of like production setup and audio quality and what music we use in the background and stuff like that. There's going to be a lot of like subtle changes probably, but they should result in like a higher quality of product, and I would like to get that in front of the most people possible because I think a lot of people would have something to enjoy out of this. So for that reason, we're going to launch the very first episode on Lobos' channel, simply because between him and me, he's got a larger reach. That's fine. I'm really excited to get it going, and I'm really grateful for to have the opportunity to put it up on Lobos' channel and hopefully reach some new faces. Harry Tuttle asks, will you name the players in your new game? Of course, that's the other thing that I wanted to talk about. Man. So we have all of the... Okay, so all 5 of the Dark Sun players are coming back. Jeff, Rachel, Bill, Herbie, and Lobos. All 5 of them are back. We're adding Brandon, who was a member of our board game nights, which also might be coming back sometime soon, depending on if I get something in the mail pretty soon here. That'll be another announcement, but I'm going to hold off on that. But Brandon is a very old friend of mine. He was part of my Dungeons & Dragons group back in Orlando years and years ago. He and I have been writing stories together since like 1999 or something like that. He's a great friend, he's a great role player, and I'm incredibly excited to have him join the group. What characters are they going to be playing? Well, I'm going to be announcing that day by day over the next week on Twitter and Facebook. So if you want to get a little bit of a sneak peek of the 6 characters, the Scoundrels of Sharn, the shadows that will be flitting through the night in our Eberron campaign, which I have a logo for and I've completely forgotten about, but we'll turn on now. Bink, bonk. That's the name of our campaign. Isn't it great? Wait. Yeah. Shadows Over Eberron. That's our new campaign. That would have been a good thing for me to lead with. Man, I'm good at twitch.com. So, if you want to get some character previews, then follow along on Twitter and Facebook. There's links down below. You'll notice that I've redone not just like the logo for what we do here, but also like the panels and stuff and some of the links. I still need to update the actual website, the wearefoxhound.com site, but I'll be doing that this week. I've got a lot of stuff on my to-do list this week. I'm also doing offline prologues with the players to like give them a chance to like get their feet wet and learn a few of these new Blades in the Dark style rules that we're going to be incorporating. Oh man, this, maybe even more than anything else, this element of what we're doing really excites me. I think that the changes that this will introduce to our sort of normal flow will result in just a higher quality of adventure. It's so good, and it's so smartly written. And I'll talk more and more about that in the weeks to come. So, new campaign, Eberron. 6 players. Still debuting next Tuesday. Same day, same time. First episode is going to be on Lobos' channel. And if you show up here on my channel, I'm still going to be hosting Lobos' site, so you can just go to their channel. And if you're watching this on YouTube, it's still going to be on my YouTube, so don't worry about that. All the content is still going to be in the same place there. But then after that, it'll be continuing on my site. And I really just cannot wait to share this stuff with you. Everyone is really excited to get back to playing, and I'm really excited to get back to just making some cool stuff and serving it up. I hope that you guys are excited. I know that I stumbled through maybe a few of these announcements rather than like pacing through them in a logical way, but all the information is there, so you can probably puzzle it together. It's like a puzzle. It's like I've given you a little game to untangle my mumblings. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go to work. But I hope you all have a spectacular rest of your Monday, and follow along on Twitter and Facebook for character reveals, and tune in next Tuesday for our debut episode of Shadows Over Eberron. Thanks, everyone.